Oh my God.
Thanks, Luna.
So if you guys are just joining us and you don't know what the heck this show is, it's an online book club. You can join right from your computer. I'm Rachel Heine. My teeth are gone, but I'm recovering. I was out last week. Y'all, just quick PSA, medical PSA. If you are a person who needed to get their wisdom teeth out and you have been waiting for years, do that shit right now. Do it now, because if you do it later, it's worse. It's terrible. But I'm back.
You don't have magic, and both your parents aren't dentists, so you didn't stand a chance.
I didn't stand a chance. It was terrible. So as you guys might see, it's not just me here. It's not just me talking to myself, like I did as a child, being like, who will play library with me? I am joined, as always, by...
Wait.
Yes.
I'm sorry, stop. What? Who will play library with me?
You take note cards and you put you put them in your book and you create them, and then you get a stamp and you have the stamp with the date on it, and you lend your books to people and they check them out from you at school. Except no one does
Oh my
it.
God, I tried to give my friends this book and no one wanted it. I tried to lend it to everyone and they were like, no one cares about wizards. And I was like,
joke's on them, everyone cares about
and they
wizards.
turned around and threw a boomerang and they're like, see you later, Maude, and they walked away into the beautiful Australian sunset.
Well, no, because the boomerang's got to come back.
That's true.
Gosh.
They walked about.
They walk about it away.
They sure did. They walked it about.
Mom's like, oh no.
Hector Navarro, Maude Garrett, and coming back to join us, Amy Vorpahl.
I got some good news. I think Maude already found this out, but I just real quick, the Dundee movie's fake. It's fake. You know that, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a Super Bowl.
Yes.
Trailer? Yeah, that's a lot of
Right?
a lot of Aussies in one trailer.
Yeah.
Goodness.
How did you feel about it when they brought in Chris Hemsworth? Were you more like, okay?
I was disappointed in Chris.
You were disappointed in Chris?
And then Hugh Jackman is the Prime Minister. I was like, oh no.
Oh,
okay,
in this ad?
fine. I was like,
Oh.
Hugh got me over the line.
That is kind of disappointing.
That it's not going to be a movie?
Yeah.
Or are you disappointed that it's not going to be a movie, or were you disappointed in the ad campaign
upset that it
was going to be a movie? And I'm of the opinion of if that actually was a cast for a Crocodile Dundee sequel where like Danny McBride played an ignorant American going to Australia and learning about Australian culture, I think that it could work if it had a good script and if it had a good like idea behind it.
I mean, that's a lot of hypotheticals, of course, but yeah, I was like, oh, I was intrigued.
Yeah, well, I feel like it's funny because a lot of the movies that are coming out would not have such a good trailer and hook you in that way, and then this one isn't real. You're like, wait a second.
And instead, you know what is going to be real is Peter Rabbit starring, like that's going to be a real movie.
No.
I'm watching it.
Yeah.
I was thinking about going just out of like.
I'm interviewing Donald Gleason though.
Well, that's exciting.
Donald Gleason.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hold for hooks, you know what I'm saying?
Oh wait, what?
Don't
do it. No. But segue. Donald Gleason is Bill Weasley.
Which is another reason that the books are better than the movies, because you don't get any of the Weasley family stuff in the movies almost. Like almost none of it. And they're some of my favorite characters.
How is Donald Gleason Bill Weasley if he's not?
He's in it for like a wedding scene, right?
Oh.
He's in it
and
barely.
With the house and the...
Okay.
Yeah, oh right,
All
yes.
Well,
that moment.
Don't jump the gun, because that's a talking point here in a little bit. It's a talking point.
Don't eat the pavlova.
We are punchy. Probably because January has lasted 10,000 years. It's so long. But anyway, welcome to you guys, our Alpha community. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for watching live with us. If you're watching us in the future, that's really cool.
Cool.
So last week we finished the first book in the Harry Potter.
Oh, sorry, Game Wizard 001. I didn't have wisdom teeth pulled, but I had a baby tooth pulled when I was 28 because it fused to my jaw when young, so just rotted until it started to hurt.
Rotted.
Sucked that they put a filling on it a month prior.
I mean, I used to be kind of freaked
you
out
win,
by
but
dental
do you
stuff.
really?
Yeah.
I'm still freaked out.
But
by dental stuff.
I was only afraid of being put under, which ended up being the best part.
Yeah, it's the best
well,
and then when when
Sorry.
it wore off, then it was painful and gross. And then I got Now, if you've had your wisdom teeth out, you're part of this club and you know what this term is, dry socket, which you warned me about.
I got it.
You couldn't have described how it. I texted Maude when they told me. I was like, I have the dry socket.
No, when I tweeted you and you're like, getting my wisdom teeth out, any tips? I was like, do not get dry sockets.
Well, except if
it is a new form of hell.
If you're older, have had
What are you trying to say?
What is dry socket?
What do you mean? Why are you drawing me on older?
Me.
14?
You didn't.
No,
me. When you get it done, if you're older, if you're a woman, if you've smoked.
No.
I'm
none of those things.
Dry socket?
It's when it's gross. It's when the sutures and the blood clot that's supposed to help heal get dislodged and your bone and nerve are exposed from the hole in your mouth. It hurts so bad.
Oh my God. I quit this show right now. I quit this show.
I'm sorry, but I wanted to join in because last week we finished the book. Mm-hmm. I am going to bring it back, I promise. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's and/or Philosopher's Stone, depending on where you're from. Or your personal preference. And I really wanted to chat in and join the chat, and I was like getting ready to go, but I was on painkillers and I just fell asleep with my laptop
we called you out.
I think we still said hi.
I know.
Yeah, well, like Rachel's in
there.
the chat. Watch her be in the.
You were here in spirit.
No, I was asleep.
I saw, actually in spirit, for real, they put a ghost. I didn't even know that they put a ghost, Rachel, behind us.
That made my whole life.
But like we never had seen
they
it.
put me as a ghost behind you guys.
I saw it in
the whole show.
Somebody tweeted out.
Yeah, and I'm like floating around.
No way.
Someone thought it was me.
Can somebody send one of us?
We can look it up.
To do what? All right, Rachel, you keep posting the show. I'll do this thing. I'll look this thing up.
I'll drink.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Okay, so first, in the chat, if you haven't said already, is this your first time reading the book? Is this your first time joining? Let us know.
Hello.
Also, we have to give a shout out to
There's new names.
Java Book Geek Girl. Happy birthday! She's gonna be back. She's gonna. Okay, great. And we're gonna be Skyping with her later. But yay, we're
Alpha
so
Book
excited.
Geek Girl. Whoops, Java Book Geek Girl.
So-
Still, you are Alpha's book.
Oh yeah, and we have a special surprise to open too that we received in the mail. And I started to open it and I was like, this seems like a surprise. I'm not gonna look at it. So I'm very excited. But so we finished the book last week. So Hector, I know you guys covered this, but did you like the first book?
Dude, I cried at the end.
Yeah. So good, right?
I cried at the end, and I said this last week. The whole book is such a
delight.
It's such an example of like good hero's journey storytelling. And that's not a bad thing. It's very like point for point, like absolutely, just a little kid hero's journey, and it's all world building, and it's all seems like very straightforward and basic, and not in a bad way. Again, this is all just like very, very, very well crafted.
One might say palatable.
More than palatable, enjoyable. It knows how to do that formulaic stuff, if it is a formula, in an enjoyable way. And then there's even like that epic confrontation at the end where it kind of ramps up and it's like, Voldemort, you know who. And then at the end of that, it was when Harry was in his bed that J.K. hits you with all that emotion of
and answers
and some answers, but not everything. And even the way that Dumbledore very sweetly says, like, you can ask questions, but I'm not going to tell you everything, and you'll learn in later books. But just the way that J.K. writes it, where Hagrid gives him the photo book of his parents, and that line that says like Harry didn't say anything. But Hagrid knew. Just those very simple, like elegant, eloquent, very descriptive, distinct, brief things. So I cried at the end. I got swept up in the emotion of it, and the whole book wasn't about that for me really. It was just like this adventure in the story, and then right at the end. So I thought it was great, and having like seen, like I know how the story ends, and I still was like, fuck, it's great.
And I think too, like it's such a great gateway book for young readers. Like it starts them out at this point where it is classic and
I just realized the part that made me cry. It makes me cry every time.
What part? What part?
I go into confessionals. Well, guys, every time I was a wounded animal when I was reading this part of the book. I think about it and I'm like,
this is okay. Real quick, this is so sweet, but it's also very funny the way she's talking through crying right now. It's very funny.
So it was the last page, and oh my God, it was when Harry has kids. And he goes to his son, listen, James Albus Severus, and I was like, I'm out. See you later. It wasn't like all the fulfillment, blah, blah, he treated death, whatever it was. The fact that he called his kid Albus Severus was the ultimate sign of forgiveness, and that broke me. Anyway, what moment did you guys cry?
A lot of crying in this one. Well, I have some exciting news because I don't want to get into it.
What?
But you'll find out what we're reading next month at the end of the show. But we will be reading Harry Potter throughout the year. So in March, we're going to be reading book 2. So come join. We're so excited.
Yes.
The timing works out perfectly. And we'll be finishing the last one around Christmas time, which is super Harry
you
Potter.
serious?
That is very Harry Potter. The music is Christmas.
I know. It's
all the
so-
bells and stuff.
John Williams.
I'm so excited.
The audiobook music, not as good. I don't know what to do with this
Are we doing
internet.
this first,
I don't
or
know
are
what
we
to do with this
Skyping
computer.
first?
I still want to look at something.
So we're gonna chat with Java, with the birthday girl first.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do some quizzes, and then we're gonna wrap up this book.
Okay.
So joining us tonight to finish our discussion of Harry Potter and the I like the Philosopher's
Thank you.
Stone.
Sorcerer's
I
Stone.
know.
No, I like
It's
that.
Java Book Geek Girl, Tasha.
You are dressed so great. You look amazing.
Thank you. I felt like I had to. I mean, it just seemed appropriate.
Absolutely.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Are you having a good day so far?
I am. I had a wonderful day at work. My coworkers kept bringing me sugary treats all throughout the day. So,
And are
I
you
will last throughout the rest of the night.
are you for sure a Ravenclaw?
Yes.
Have you ever dipped a toe in any other pool?
Okay, so here's the thing. I blame you for this, Mom, because you took that other quiz that wasn't Pottermore, and it gave me Hufflepuff.
It's better than.
All right.
It's better than.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, some people are ambitious.
Yeah,
Not
but
me, though.
no, that's just the thing about Slytherin that I am so. Yes, they are ambitious, but they would tread on other people to get ahead.
Yes, and that's not true for me.
That's not good.
Oh, and that was. I was like, I would.
Do you
never.
know who it is true for though? Jessica Chobot says that every year for New Year's resolution, she says,
I've got to tread on
"I'm
someone.
going basically.
destroy my
I'm
enemies?
Gonna, destroy my enemies. I'm gonna succeed.
Chaotic evil.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
chaotic evil for sure. I'm gonna like go for it so hard and like fuck off all the people in my way or whatever, some shit like
So
that.
hard to keep her at a chaotic neutral.
I think I'm true neutral.
So,
Okay, I'll give you
Tasha,
that.
what is your history for those who don't know you with Harry Potter, the Harry Potter series?
So I distinctly remember reading the first book in 5th grade, which was made more interesting by the fact that I went to a very small school where multiple grades were actually in one classroom.
Oh wow.
So for 5th and 6th grade, the teacher we had us reading through the first 2 books, and it would be a thing for the 2 grade levels. Each person would read a page, and we read it out loud as a part of like a joint English literature thing.
Cool.
So it was helpful for reading comprehension, and
That's awesome.
I was a really fast reader, so when I would get impatient with people reading out loud, I would read ahead. And so that was just a huge thing. And then I ended up moving to a new school in middle school, and I was still in love with Harry Potter.
say those 2
but
words
this was
on the
town at the time when the censorship of Harry Potter was really big. And so I was in a class where they decided as a lesson to have us debate whether or not Harry Potter should be censored because it promotes witchcraft and Satanism.
Wow.
And I was
Great.
against that. I was also the new student. And so that wasn't helpful because everyone else's parents had told them to be against it. And so I was sort of like this loner who really loved Harry Potter, but all these kids thought I was supporting witchcraft.
Yeah. Is that when you grabbed your
Yeah.
sacrificial lamb out and made the ritual in the classroom to
Oh,
prove a point?
full moon.
I did
Good,
that.
good. That'll show them.
That's where it all started. No, so I just kind of kept my love for Harry Potter. I kept reading the books, but it was sort of quieter about it until it started sort of gaining more acceptance and people started freaking out a little bit less. And then I just remember the 7th book. When it came out, I was working at a camp that summer, right after my freshman year of college. The book came the day before the was happening, so I had the entire campsite to myself. There was no one else there. I locked myself in a cabin and read the entire book
Yes.
in 7 hours. And she was like,
Yes.
That is how you do
Amen,
it.
sister.
Yeah.
roll over. When Hedwig died.
Oh wow. Yes. No.
Well,
Oh gosh.
Actually,
Actually,
but like,
midweek I didn't break.
No, I'm just sad.
Thanks.
But you've seen the movie.
Yeah, I know everybody dies.
You don't.
You just chug your one. Yeah, I know everybody dies. What?
Are we gonna read book 8?
Oh.
I say,
Not a book!
yeah, I say no. I say no because it's a
play.
It's a play, and I would like to go see the play.
I mean, should we go on a field trip?
Yeah.
Wait, I really want to go to a field trip to Harry Potter
We should do a live
World.
reading of the play.
Ooh.
And get a bunch of.
You probably do
Really?
have the license there. That's
Yeah.
true.
But we're Nerdist. We Nerdist. Come on, JK.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Dun 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 dun. Kidding.
Chris Hardwick said it's okay.
Let's
We'll
do
do
a
it.
Nerdist Kickstarter.
So I know that you you know so much about religion and spirituality, and you studied that in college. Was that part of your experience with Harry Potter and kind of dealing with how people dealt? Because I encountered, even though I'm from Los Angeles and did not know very many hyper-religious people, I did through family.
Sure.
Met some kids, and I tried to ask them about Harry Potter, and they were like, "That's the devil's work." I was like, "I don't know how to talk to you." And I find that I just want to know how that experience kind of helped inform you as a person, because I feel like Harry Potter has been very influential for people.
yeah, so I didn't actually become religious until my family had moved to Oklahoma, and I had already read like the first 3 Harry Potter books. So I wasn't super religious before then, and I found it really weird, and that was actually sort of, in a very positive way, impacted how when I did embrace religion, and that did become a very important part of my life, of listening to things and not judging things so quickly. And I've always had a pretty progressive worldview, even within my religious beliefs. So, in particular with Harry Potter, once you get to the 7th book, I think is when a lot of the censorship cries from more moderate people kind of died out. Because if you're familiar with the, story of Jesus and the whole like dying, sacrificing himself, and then coming back to life, it's pretty. You can make the argument that that's kind of what happened to Harry, and so I don't think that J.K. Rowling was intending that. It's not meant to be a full-on Christ figure.
You nearly died.
The way you see, like in the Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah.
But I think that helped ease some of the people that were really freaking out about like this is just doing something evil.
It's something that they can recognize within their own world. Almost.
Yeah, and the themes in Harry Potter, I mean, you find them in many religious traditions. I mean, themes of love and friendship and acceptance and, caring
And
for those who are
studying to
being
get your grades.
Yeah.
Seriously, you got to
Yeah.
put in the work.
Being a nerd like Hermione and solving all of the puzzles.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And not getting much action like Ron until book 6. That was a big learning curve for me. I was like, still time. Beating Ron. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite moment in this book in particular, the Sorcerer's Stone, Philosopher's Stone? Sorcerers?
I think the line, and I can't remember which chapter it was, but the Halloween scene when they said you can't fight a giant troll and not become friends.
Yeah, I really like that
Oh,
moment.
yeah. Oh, that's so sweet.
Well, it's like summer camp too, or going away to school, or different things where you're thrown together with
doing
other
book club.
kids. Or
Seriously.
oh my God, I'm gonna
Albus Severus.
Let's get Rachel to cry today.
I've cried several times on this show. It's not new. But
Well,
it's
mine's-
true after the.
There are some things you can't share without ending up liking each other, and knocking out a 12-foot mountain troll is one of them.
I love it.
JK.
I love it.
JK.
JK.
Hi, JK.
It's not one of them.
Yeah.
JK.
So we received an item in the mail from you. Do you mind if we open it right now?
Oh no, you can. I'm going to be embarrassed, but yes.
Oh, cool.
And there is a letter in there, and you're welcome to read it on air if you want to.
Oh no.
Oh, now
your
we're
wine
really
down,
gonna
Mom.
cry.
Ooh.
Now we're really gonna cry.
There's one for
To
each
Alpha
of you.
Book Club.
Wow.
Wingardium
package is
Leviosa. Well. Oh, there's a lot happening here. Shall I pass some out?
That's all packaging.
That might just be packaging. Yeah, that's just packaging.
I don't get many gifts. The ones that I do, I haven't approved them.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
What?
Oh my goodness.
What?
Oh my goodness. Take one and pass it on.
What?
My gosh, are you kidding?
There should be a letter marked.
And there's a note.
Otherwise,
And it's been stamped. It's an ink stamp.
Oh my gosh.
Holy
Seal
crap.
of Java Book Girl.
What is that? Oh no, it's not turning to frozen. That's okay. I'll keep us going. Guys, opening a wax seal is like my favorite thing. I've only done it like twice before.
And I was like, I can't look at this right now.
Okay. Ready? Dear Rachel, Hector, and Maude. While this isn't anywhere near as exciting as Hogwarts and a Hogwarts acceptance letter, I hope you'll find the enclosed copies of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, our favorite book!
Illustrated.
The illustrated edition, a worthy gift of thanks for the friendship, joy, and magic that Alpha Book Club has brought us for over a year now.
Oh, we're doing it that way? This is just
Rachel's down.
This is just like her.
Give her a little pat on the
school.
shoulder.
I sent this particular
so
book.
much.
Oh, it's not over yet. We're going to each read a paragraph.
Doing a
We're
paragraph
going to each read a paragraph.
Okay.
This is just like Java Book Geek Girls class when they read Harry Potter.
Yes.
I sent this particular book for the simple reason it is, one, my favorite, and two, the illustrations are fantastic. This book has long held a special place in my heart. While I didn't learn until much later that Rowling intends the Dementors to represent depression, at a critical point in my life during my first reading, I found a lot of hope and strength in this idea that with practice, focusing and channeling strong memories of love, family, and friendship can create a positive force strong enough to drive back the forces that seek to, quote, drain all hope, peace, and happiness out of the air. But even perhaps more importantly, this book also taught me to strive to live my life and bring into my relationship with others love, hope, peace, and joy, so that our encounters may one day be the positive memory they can draw in a time of need. It was tough to get through without crying. You're up next. Good luck.
Good luck.
Oh my God, when is your novel coming out, Tasha?
I know.
This is amazing.
I've shown that one already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Thank you and the wonderful crew for giving all of us so many positive memories and the space each week to be nerdy about books, go on the best tangents, and even have a murder board. This really is the best damn book club on the internet. Mischief Managed, Tasha, aka Java Book Geek Girl. You guys are P.S. If you already have this edition or want to avoid adding another book to your library, please feel free to pass it on to a fellow Harry Potter fan or perhaps include it in a giveaway to an Alpha Book Club member. Thank you.
Sweetest. That's the Hufflepuff. That's the Hufflepuff that you got just there.
Wow.
Being considerate of every single person, especially those that could be missing out. Oh my gosh.
I love this, and I also didn't know when I read it that Dementors represented depression, but when I read that, it really hit me when I was a teenager, and I think that this series has been really powerful for people who have suffered from depression or abuse, as we've talked about, and thank you so much. That means so much. Really.
Well said, Rachel.
My moment.
Yeah.
I think for me, like, I felt like I belonged when Maxime, the character, was introduced because she's a giant.
She's a giant.
And I was like, yeah, big bitches can be cool.
Amazing.
Buy the books for that read.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we are totally going to be using these to
Also,
read
can
and
I
bring
just
in and do
say
accept screen.
How kind it is that you gave us something on
Precious.
your birthday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what is wrong with this picture? It's your
Thank you
birthday.
so
You should have
much.
gifts.
Yeah.
That is so kind of you. This means so much.
Oh my gosh, guys, the greenhouse.
Cool.
Greenhouse where they do.
And this is my favorite book too, and movie. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
It's,
oh my
it's
God.
probably my favorite movie too. It's
I
so
never
good.
pictured it like that. That's really cool. I
Grim-
pictured
look at
that.
this.
Yeah.
Grim
yeah.
defeat.
Oh, guys. Well, that begs the question, Java Book Geek Girl. What is your favorite book of the series?
Yes.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah.
That's what we got. That's what we got.
She really comes into her own, decides to break out. I feel like JK with like the formulaic appeal.
Well, it's when it goes from what they call like middle grade to young adult, and they explore the darker themes and sometimes even romance.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
Oh man, I can't wait to see some of these little kids getting laid.
I can't wait to see these little kids.
No, don't repeat it. Let it go.
You don't. Okay.
What is it? What?
Wow. We'll have a chat later.
They're all adult actors now. It's still inappropriate.
No,
still
it's
inappropriate. For the record, I didn't have any crushes on any of them at the time, like a lot of people. Yeah, because I just to kind of
that was appropriate.
It was appropriate, but to kind of sum up,
now.
Here's been my experience with reading this with you guys and getting to talk to Java Book Geek Girl like this is that as an outsider of this whole world, when I was younger, I am glad now that like this actually did mean a lot to people that were invested into it. That this actually, like you're talking about how the Dementors were, they represented depression and everything. That like people found in this what I found in other things when I was growing up that helped me cope and that helped me learn what right from wrong and everything. So I'm glad this wasn't just like a shallow thing that like people were into because it was like a cool thing. Just you wait. So I'm really happy, and being able to finally read the book for the first time has been like, like a good. I thought all along that this is what this was going to be, and thankfully it is. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Good. So.
And Java Book Geek Girl, as we wrap up our conversation with you, I want to take a moment to say how amazing and wonderful it is. Every single week, without fail, we see you in the chat. And if not in the chat, in the tweets and timelines. You're so committed to this book club. It makes a difference. And we notice every single week. You are so learned on topics. You are so well spoken. You hold such authority with what you say, but you do it in such a way that, provides grace and invitation to other people as well. People in the chat, obviously, will hopefully emulate my thoughts entirely because they've gotten to know you just as well as we have throughout the course of over a year of book club. And honestly, if you weren't in this club, it would feel weird.
Yeah, it would be different.
This stage, you are just as much a part of this as we are. So I'm so glad to have you on the show on your birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I'm smarter when I talk to you, Ravenclaw.
We love you too.
Love you.
Thank you so
again.
much. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, now you get showered in gifts now, please.
Yes.
After I shower you in compliments. So there you go. And don't forget, guys, if you are in that chat too, you can be on the show as well. Make sure you drop
join
us a line.
us.
Yeah, get involved because it's so lovely to actually be able to talk to you and also, directly share how much you mean to us as well. Which
You
is great.
too can make us cry.
Guys, Tasha's done a great job of setting the bar.
Yeah.
So just letting you know.
Yeah.
And the letter, this is so...
That was so well written.
So
I'm
beautiful.
keeping this. This is my bookmark, by the way, guys.
Okay, that's fine.
amazing.
You can keep that.
Yeah, it's got a Hydra head on it. It's a Hydra stamp.
cool.
I have always wanted
Your own stamp?
one of those seals.
Or is it the
and
serpent seal? Is it a serpent seal for Slytherin in the Chamber of Secrets?
Yeah, that's a Chamber of Secrets seal for sure. Or that's the Hydra station from Lost.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
Yeah,
awesome.
you should get one that's a Admiral Akbar stamp.
Too soon.
Too soon?
Do you want me to cry
He died a
again?
long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. It's good. Yeah, I'm trying to do everything to get you to cry tonight. That's all it is. Yeah.
He got fried, that Mon Calamari.
Oh, no!
You like that little 5 on the slide? Ooh, 5 on the slide. Nicely done.
Sorry. You walked right into it because it was a trap.
Nice. I'll give you one of these again. That's great.
So, our lovely, lovely producers have some beautiful Harry Potter international covers that we're gonna ooh and ah over.
Yes.
And we want to see.
Let's take a look. International covers of.
I was going to look on the computer because there is a picture
Sorcerer
online
Stone.
of me coming out of the last movie crying.
Oh, they have. Oh, yeah, and we have some other.
Go ahead.
Ooh.
Ooh,
What's
where's
this one?
that?
Oh, that's Dutch. Is that Dutch or
That has to be.
Italy.
Italy.
So
Oh my God,
he's
that's so
playing
cute.
chess with a rat.
Okay.
That
It's
doesn't
the
happen.
Italian Harry Potter.
Is that
But there
What?
there
It's the
is-
Italian Harry Potter.
I'm not a fan
Napoli?
of that.
It's so random.
Is it
He's gonna play
Scabbers?
chess.
I don't think that precisely invites the tail remote.
I think it's perfect. He's wearing a rat head.
I like it. You know that it's a children's book
like
because there's an
Wonderland.
anthropomorphic little rat who's playing chess.
Oh, come on, leave us alone. The book is about transmorphication, okay? He turns into a rat, okay? It's part of the book, yeah? It's terrible.
It's pretty bad.
Really bad Italian accent.
Also, I just want to show everyone my new jacket.
That's amazing.
Nice. What is this one we're looking at? That's Iceland. Look at that jacket. Ravenclaw.
Boom.
Ravenclaw.
Boom.
It's pretty great.
Okay, what's the next one?
Iceland.
Ooh, I like that one.
Oh, yeah?
I love
Iceland.
anything with with the train.
Look how dour Harry
Potter and the
punched.
sad boy who's missed the train.
Or he's about to get run
We're
over
gonna name
by a
them all
train.
again. I love it.
He's like
Harry Potter and I've got no friends, I've got a mouse. Yeah. And now Harry Potter, I've
And
missed
they
a
kept
train.
it the Hogwarts Express too, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's iconic.
yeah, I love when I went to
This isn't what I grew
Harry
up with.
Potter.
That cover.
No.
Interesting.
Oh, we'll get the British Australian version, won't we?
Ooh, let's
Next,
see.
please.
Let's
I don't
take a
remember
look.
what the original one. What's the next one?
Here comes
He
the
looks so
next
dour.
cover.
Oh, Harry Potter and the Flag.
This is magical. This one's pretty fun.
I would
is
read
going on?
the shit out of that book.
What is
What's
this?
What's red behind
Sweden?
it?
It's a little messy.
Sweden.
Swedes
It
doing
is
so
very
well.
cluttered. So what's
So
the
is
red
Hogwarts?
behind? Is that the
Oh, the
Gryffindor?
Hogwarts Express. That's the train.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a
I
little,
did not get that.
I know, if you squint, there's a
surrounded
face in
by
there with an apple
owls.
on its head.
And everyone's looking up at him flying.
Yeah,
Is that
he's-
Ginny? Did Ginny make the cut and no one else did?
Yes, and I think he's either
Yeah,
it's
that's
Hermione
Yeah, with
probably.
the
But he's
hair.
flying
Yeah, the hair is
without a
big.
broomstick, which
Yeah,
is
I think
interesting.
through the power of his green gaseous fart is what he's flying with.
So
Up into the air with
already
Hedwig on his shoulder.
the references, the green fart reminds me of Anastasia in The Dark of the Night.
Once Upon a December, yeah.
And with Rasputin, which is awesome. And then the train to me, has anyone seen The Last Unicorn? Yeah. Okay,
No,
so you
not
know the
yet.
horrifying tree that smothers
It seems like Steven doesn't want to talk about it.
No, from The Last Unicorn. There's a tree, she's got a very large bosom, and she like smothers them.
What?
That train looks like that to me. And so
Ah,
on the head,
Sounds like my mother.
yeah.
That's another conversation, guys.
Oh, we know,
Wow.
we're familiar with
You've met my mum. You know
Yeah.
exactly what I'm talking
Yeah.
about there.
Yeah.
Good-o.
Okay, what's the next one?
She's got a large dowry.
Harry Potter and
Ooh,
the
I
creepy.
love this
Oh my
one.
God, Harry Potter and Snape's love child.
I love this. It's like
Is that Hagrid?
I'm gonna guess is this German?
What is that toad-like
Finland.
creature at
Yeah,
the back?
what are the
that?
tentacles?
What's the
who is
toad
that?
creature? What's the scroll?
Someone explain this to us.
There's someone doing a cartwheel in the
Devil snare.
Is
These
it
are
Voldemort?
fascinating.
Where's Ron's red hair?
It looks like my thinking of
I don't
is
like
that
that. That's a
he's
bad
doing
trick.
a cartwheel. Voldemort's doing a cartwheel because he just had some unicorn blood and he's feeling like ready to go.
Oh wow.
What is? Oh, that's an ogre. The
colours
troll.
are all-
True.
Oh,
in the
it's the
dungeons.
troll
Now
in
the
the
background.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
I'm not
Next.
a fan.
Oh my God!
So
Does the troll
bad.
have a bow on
Let's
his
finish
head?
this
Oh,
cover.
that's
okay.
cute.
I'm Madeline.
Where's this
That's
one
French.
from? France.
France.
Oh,
It
that's
has
Oh yeah,
to be,
that
yeah.
is
Oh, yeah.
a
Madeline.
yeah,
Yeah,
Madeline.
absolutely.
I like that
That-
one.
Hold on.
Madeline never got-
Hermione's got red
out of
hair
the
now.
zeitgeist.
This is all over the place.
It's just
guys.
Madeline.
I like Hedwig.
Yeah.
She's like, where
Very
am
cute.
I?
This is. Oh, well.
Is that what else?
We are
That one does. Look at its eyes. Look at its eyes. Oh.
We have arrived to Hogwarts, and we are now going to be sorted into our houses.
Are
we on a train right
Yes, we're on a train.
Harry Potter,
Harry
Potter, des Sorcerer.
Yeah.
Well,
I
des
like the
Sorcerer.
Hogwarts.
Sorcerers.
So I've been looking at tattoos because I'm getting my next one in a couple of weeks.
Dope.
And I already am now like, and here's the Harry Potter one I want. But I've been looking at really cool Hogwarts tattoos, like the skyline. Yeah. Isn't that nice? I know.
I love it.
Very cool.
Excellent.
What's next?
And any other covers?
Last one.
Australia.
Oh, Japan.
Ni
Cool.
hao ma.
Oh wow.
Wait, what's
This
That
looks
looks
like
like Miyazaki.
Miyazaki,
Yeah, it looks
exactly.
like Kiki's
does.
delivery service.
Yeah.
Flying.
Oh, and of course they put
Yeah.
put a dragon on
Whoa,
there.
whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Where's
they did.
Australia?
That's cool.
Where's the one I grew up
Yeah,
with?
is there
I think we were talking about it last week, but how this word has lost the meaning for what it is, and that word is Hogwarts, because it's like a real ugly word,
a
but we
wolf
just
on
say
a hog.
Hogwarts like it's a thing now, and it's fine.
Well, what's funny too is that in Labyrinth, Jareth always gets Hoggle's name wrong, and he calls him Hogwart. He goes, or Sarah calls him that. She goes, "Thanks for nothing, Hogwart."
It's Hoggle.
And it's Hoggle, and I was just like, I watched it recently.
That's what JK saw, and it buried in the back of her brain.
Similar to in the Black Cauldron, the voice of Gertie, the dog, is the same voice as Andy Serkis's Gollum. Watch it again,
Really?
people.
Oh.
It is a conspiracy.
Oh, I haven't gone to the Black Cauldron yet. Okay.
But also, when she's thinking about a school of witchcraft and wizardry, it's like, what do you have? Cauldrons. What do you put in cauldrons? Like, you know, witches have warts.
Yeah.
The language is kind of Star Warsian too, in that everything has sort of a
meaning.
Meaning or a linguistic flair to it.
Oh, Han Solo's such a loner. Solo. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But look at that. I don't know if we can pull up the computer, but this is the book cover that
That's what I grew up
Maude
reading,
grew up
everyone.
with. Stand by.
We're standing by.
Oh, it's worth it, guys.
Alpha
Don't
Roger,
worry. It's worth it. It'll be
standing by.
real
It's gonna be
good.
so
It'll be
worth it.
tip top for your dollar.
There we go.
Oh, yeah,
And
make it
that's-
full screen.
That feels like it could be the American
I'm
version.
trying to
Like, it's
remember
lovely.
which
Yeah.
one mine was.
It's lovely. That's great.
There he is.
wanna find
Oh my
Hogwarts
gosh.
Express.
I've just found platform 9 3/4, and I've got to get on this train, you see?
And
That
then-
totally encapsulates.
that is a really good
And
cover.
then like the
He's
conductor's like,
inquisitive.
"Oi, boy, out of the way!
You're on the tracks.
We're trying to go to Hogwarts. Get out of the way,
You're
boy!"
supposed to be the boy who lived. You're about to die.
Hey, idiot
Oh,
boy!
God, I hate PC.
What are you looking for? Oh, you're used to
We've
Mac.
already done it.
I'm
Mac
trying
Attack.
to remember which one was
You grew up with?
mine. I guess it.
Yeah, it had to be that one.
was
It had to
this
be
one.
this one.
I
was
do
this
remember for me
no.
that reading Harry Potter, because I was very into Tolkien and Redwall and,
Oh, I was
and
too.
all of the other things.
Redwall.
So when Harry Potter came out and they were like, this is magical, and it started getting hyped up, there was a little bit of me that was a little bit like, yeah, you dummies. like we've had fantasy for such a long time. So there's a little bit of kind of, I guess, indie hipster resentment of like knowing what the
I think Harry Potter
OG
is
I was a
fantasy
fan
was.
first.
Yeah,
It's the perfect
yeah.
balance between like high fantasy and bringing that to our world, which reminds me of stuff like superheroes and comic books, where it's
contemporary fantasy.
It's
Yeah,
contemporary
or urban-
fantasy,
urban
but it's
fantasy.
I think it's a
Yeah.
perfect example of contemporary fantasy because it has those elements and it is a part of another world. But that first book is just the pitch of
It doesn't.
There are
Harry was raised as a normal
Yeah.
human, you know.
Yeah.
So
That's fair.
yeah.
checking out the international stuff. I know that they changed. They had to have like come up with made up words for the words that J.K. Rowling made up. Like Muggle is like something totally different in Italian.
So we're working on
Esquanto.
Mika.
Esquanto.
Yeah, whatever.
Esquanto.
Esquanto, of course.
Esquanto.
Esquanto.
One of our no.
Oh, you dirty squanches, get out of here.
I like Squanch.
I know, I do too.
It's from Rick and Morty.
It's Rick and Morty.
Oh, I've never
and it means
Oh, it's
fucking.
good. You'd like it.
No, I wouldn't.
You would.
No,
You
I've
would.
seen an episode and I was like, get this out
I'll
of my
tell you
life.
which one
one?
to watch.
Thank you.
Which episode?
I'll tell you which one to
I
watch.
don't know. They were in space and there was a hospital and I was like, ugh.
No, that's anyway.
Oh, really quickly, sorry. Amy, your hair looks amazing.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It does look amazing.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
And your outfit's on point.
I'm wearing Ravenclaw colors, even though I don't have like an actual Ravenclaw shirt.
I'm actually wearing
I'm a recent Ravenclaw admin.
Well, I was a fan
admission.
first, which is why I actually have Harry Potter on right now, but bygones and bygones.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Well, speaking of quizzes that we took, we have these personality tests, which
Yes.
I love already because I just love. I
yeah.
love quizzes.
Yes.
But have you taken it?
I've taken it ages ago.
Okay.
I
you
took
guys
it
have taken. Have
because
you
I
taken
because
it?
I took it in.
Do
Do we
All the
have
flippin'
the
ENFP.
sheet
my
that compares
results.
which one they are? Okay, cool. So
You gotta click me on board.
we've got it up. So
I
let's
forgot.
start
Okay.
with.
I forgot
do you know
what type I was.
Quickly,
ENFJ, because we're the same.
Yes.
ENFJ.
Okay.
Thank you.
So-
Which is weird. Do you
So
think
wait,
we have
what's
the
the
same
website?
personality?
Let's
Yes,
go through
exactly
what
the
the
same.
types are first.
Great. So go on to the free personality test. There's a handful of questions that you need to get through, but answer them truthfully to the even if
And
it disgusts
honestly,
you.
quickly. You just, you know.
Pow, 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 pow. So basically, it's split up into 4 categories, and you're one or the other.
Okay, so if we can pull it up. Maude, what are you?
I'm a mother flippin' ENFP.
Okay.
Mediator.
So,
yeah.
no,
Right?
no, that's me. So
Oh.
she's ENFP.
Campaigner.
She's the extroverted version of we're the same except extroverted,
Yeah.
introverted.
Yep.
Shocker. Enthusiastic, creative, and sociable, free spirits who can always find a reason to smile. Yay! Hector.
I'm the protagonist.
What are you, ENF?
ENFJ.
And I am too.
Okay, so
We got 2 pro tags.
I think it's that guy. Go up.
Yeah, go up.
It's
The protagonist, right next to
Oh
Maude.
yeah, okay. So Amy
you're
and
holding
Hector
some
are
sword.
ENFJs, the protagonist, charismatic and inspiring leaders, able to mesmerize their listeners.
Oh hell yeah!
Hell yeah,
hell
dude.
yeah!
Hell
oh
yeah,
yeah,
bro.
bitches! Be inspired by listening to me.
Just lean
wish
over
I
my
had
whole
it.
I'm so
body.
sorry. Yeah, I did. Yes.
But I heard it. Now I'm inspired.
I'm sorry. That's just what you get when you listen to the things that come out of
And
my
you,
mouth.
Rachel, are the mediator.
I am an INFP,
which
the
is
mediator.
You're poetic, kind,
hell yeah.
and altruistic people, always eager to help a good cause.
Is it a coincidence that 4 people that have hosting capacities are all in the same
They're in the
area?
diplomats realm, right next to each other.
That's true.
All we need is an advocate,
Yeah.
an INFJ.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Are any of the,
Because-
Oh, I
the
wanna
crew
do-
INFJs?
I want to do like
Aaron, you're an INFJ? Oh, E.
E.
Okay. Okay.
I would argue.
You guys
there's
got
a-
okay, so you guys have to
Nice.
take it now. You're an
What are
INFP,
you?
right? Hell yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I kind of want to take
That
it
was
again.
like
I
all
was-
California. my Los Angeles
What's your Myers
just
Briggs?
came.
Hell yeah. Same days.
Oh my
That was
God.
like in Lady
Oh,
Bird
yeah.
where he goes, "That's hella tight," and I was
Hella
like,
tight,
"I feel
yeah.
so seen right now." Early
ISFP.
2000s California.
We got that. We got that.
Ooh, the
We've got a
defender.
that nun's
Ooh,
car.
That's
Annalise.
cool. Okay,
Hella
let's
tight.
look.
Annalise
what's
is
the
a defender. Fayam is an INTJ.
The defender, very dedicated and warm protectors, always ready to defend their loved ones.
Oh,
love
that's
it.
See,
That's
I
really-
bet I would match like romantically with a defender.
Nice. Well,
We'll see.
we'll see.
Okay.
You would make
so
a great mafia's
here's
wife.
the correlation to Harry Potter.
She would.
Bringing
She would
it
make
all
a great-
back.
Oh, nice.
So, so we'll go through them because people in the chat might know if you're watching it on VOD or you're joining us now. Take
Yeah,
the
you can-
Myers-Briggs
yep,
test.
come back.
It's a personality test. It kind of I really like it because not only does it help kind of inform how you feel about yourself ultimately.
But it gives you like strengths and weaknesses. It gives you
Yes.
stuff that you might not be aware. Like, oh yeah, like I was reading my description,
I'm too
Yeah.
and I
emotional.
was, and I was like,
Yeah.
you know what?
I
yeah,
cried
I
about
could
it.
work on that stuff. It's like, look, you can. It's however much you want to respond to it.
Sure, of course.
And
Like-
if you
like
super buy
anything.
into it, great.
Yeah.
because
Like
it's
even the
all
truck assault.
It's good, but
Of
yeah, but
course,
if
yeah.
if it's just something to be aware of and to think about,
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt.
I think it's interesting too because it says what you think about yourself because you're answering the question. So if you
True.
know somebody else's, then you can actually figure out how to best communicate with
I got
them.
all of my Geek Bomb squad to take this so that I could be
you
the
know how to
best
talk to
boss
them.
to them.
Exactly. I
Wow.
love.
Yeah.
Does it work?
Yeah, there's a
Yes.
couple of people that I am the absolute opposite to, and how I would genuinely talk to them.
You can't. You have to be.
deflects quite.
You have to do
quite a
something
lot.
How you
else.
figure
So
out
I've got
how
to
to
take
talk
it.
to them. That's
Interesting.
awesome. That's really
That is
cool that
really
you
cool.
did that with everyone.
That's what a campaigner does.
I love it.
You know what, guys? I guess Maude was right. Giant bitches can be cool. Is that what you said?
Big bitches.
Bitches.
We need that
Bitches
on our.
can be cool. You guys.
I hope someone's
I would
keeping
wear that
track of
shirt.
all of our
Wine?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
ready.
of
Here's
all of
Maude's.
our catchphrases so that we can put them on shirts and wine
Fill her up.
glasses.
Fill her up. There we
Boom.
go. That's for you.
Okay, so we're gonna go through this and say who's who. So
Yeah.
let us know in the chat if you see yourself in this. So if you are an ISTP, you are
You need to see a doctor.
Harry
That sounds like
Potter.
Harry Potter's an ISTP. I'm not any of those except the P.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
the P?
So
ENFJ.
introverted.
No.
So the first one stands for introverted, extroverted.
Yep.
Okay. S.
S and N, I think, is nurturing and
And
is it
shitty.
strategic.
Oh, strategic. Sorry.
I think. Am I wrong? Someone correct
I'm just
me.
going off of Harry Potter.
We've gotta go
T
back to
and
the-
F is thinking and feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then P.
Judgment and
Perceiving.
Perceiving.
Yeah.
Right.
So what's Harry again? It's an I.
So
He's an IS.
introverted.
Yes.
What's S? I feel like it can't be strategic.
No, it's,
It's
not.
sexy. Did I
make
It's
that
like,
up?
it's like sensing?
Sensing.
Yeah.
Yes. Sensing versus.
Like thinking.
No, because it's
What is it?
N. What's the,
S.
Nurturing.
S.
I don't know.
S,
Sensing and
or-
nurturing, I think. I think
Okay.
it's nurturing.
No, we need answers.
Okay, thank you, Erin. Okay, so Harry may be, I'll pass this around.
Sorry,
Harry
blame
may
being a campaigner.
Intuition.
stands for the
That's
intuition.
what
Okay.
the problem is.
Yeah,
Is they
that's
use the
why.
letter N,
Yeah.
and
So
that's
it's,
dumb.
I like to think of that, you either sense it
Can't
or
have two
it's like
eyes.
you need fact Or you get based
Your
on
gut.
feeling.
Yeah.
Factual feeling.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
that's
right.
how I do it. Yeah, I like to feel. So.
Extroversion is E.
Yep.
Sensing S. T thinking J judgment.
Yeah.
Introversion I. Intuition N.
Yeah.
Feeling F. Perception P.
Got it.
Got it. Thank you. Thanks, Aaron.
Thanks, Aaron.
But what's the difference between judgment and perception? I better go over that again as well, because I thought that it was sensing and perceiving.
Food for thought. Harry may be the most famous baby in all of Wizarding history, but he doesn't actually love the limelight all that much. He's an ISTP, introverted, independent, adventurous, and not too hung up on following the rules. He cares about others, but isn't always stellar at accessing his feelings, and he prefers to learn by doing rather than watching from the sidelines. Raise your hand in the chat if that's you.
Oh, yeah.
I
Who,
would
have we got any
argue-
Harry Potters?
There's a little
Can you read
bit
that one?
that I kind of want to take it again because I think I'm introverted.
You're thinking too much. Now you've gone.
Yeah.
Whatever
think
you had
No,
more feeling, now you're
Amy,
more thinking.
You're
I know.
extroverted.
You're extra.
ENFJ.
Yeah, I know you're.
I don't think so.
Yes, I can.
Okay, no,
No,
I'll
because
have a chat
human
about this.
beings wear me out.
But you are comfortable
That's
enough.
just being alive.
No, you're exactly like me. We are like introverted extroverts.
I'm actually exactly like
Gregarious,
Hector.
yeah.
So yeah, but it's like you don't. Supposedly extroverts
We're gonna
recharge
run out of
around others'
time.
energies. But
But
we
we
have a
don't mind being
tendency
alone.
yeah.
But there's still an aspect of like, how do we feel in a social setting when you're at a party and if somebody's like,
Are you comfortable
Amy,
here
you
right now,
have
or
to
are you
go,
packing
you
it?
have to go say hi to everybody. Some people can't do that. Like, like,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to
I
do
won't
that.
talk to people unless they talk
But
to me.
this is a social situation right
Yes,
now.
it is.
Like
Well,
everyone
I
thinks
like
party.
small, but there's a difference between small groups
There
and a
is,
party.
there is.
I know
Yeah.
all of you.
There's a lot of people watching.
And you, yeah.
It's taken me so
Oh
long.
my God,
to
there's a lot of people watching.
Wait, we only have
many
10
people
minutes
watching.
left.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But
Be doing
also,
anything at
there are
home.
people that I know here that I know who they are. I'm sure they know who I am because we work in an office, and I'm always just like,
Hi.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
No, I
true.
don't,
I know
yeah.
everyone's name here.
yeah. Whereas I
still
like
do,
I know
that's
who they are, and I like see them, and then I think about waving and saying hi, and then I don't.
No,
I
when
spoke-
I see someone new, I walk up and I go, "Who are you?"
Yeah. So there you go. That's the difference.
I'm an introvert. I've asked every single person I've never met, and they don't agree. Like,
Okay,
We
okay.
have 10 minutes. Let's
Yes.
go. Let's
Yeah.
get through
Rubus
Hagrid.
Hagrid is an ISFP. Hagrid is a classic ISFP, loving, loyal, and a tad on the sensitive side. He values his privacy, especially about his parentage, sticks to his principles, and doesn't like to be boxed in by societal conventions. What everyone else sees as monstrous, Hagrid sees as cute. He's affectionate with his loved ones, no matter how many eyes or legs they might have.
Oh, I love that.
That is really cute.
Okay, this one's me.
oh, you read it then.
Yeah, you read it.
INFP
blow my
is
nose,
Luna
but-
Lovegood, who I love. Oh no. Luna is a
Severus.
Okay, we can do 3 more.
Albus.
Luna, so we'll do you guys.
He named him Albus.
Why are you doing that?
To see if it happens, it does. It does.
You are in real life doing the Crucius curse.
Oh no!
You're torturing her and making her cry.
It was.
Oh. It's so sweet and sad and funny. Because she was like blowing her nose, and I was saying these words to her, and she took her a minute. She's like, "What are you saying? What are you saying?" And then I was like, "Albus Severus." And then, where's the tissues? Where do they go? Oh, they're
Right
down there.
there. Okay, I'm gonna finish.
Yeah, there we go.
Hector's causing trouble.
God, you just became
wow.
Slytherin.
Luna is
good
a
acting
dreamy,
trick.
introverted idealist like any true INFP. She looks for the good in all people and isn't too bothered by things like logic or hard facts. An INFP will try to find the bright side even when trapped in the basement of Malfoy Manor. But just because she's quirky and sweet doesn't mean she's a pushover. INFPs come across as shy, but deep down they're passionate about their beliefs and protecting their friends.
Wow, yes, you do.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so I'm gonna find you guys now. So now we're gonna skip some, but you can find this on Bustle. We're gonna go to, what do you guys, ENFJ?
ENFJ.
ENFJ. Is that going to be before mods?
I don't know, we'll find out. ENFJ.
Oh,
I we just read out. Hold on.
I wish
Okay,
it was
here
the
we go.
Let's
Weasley
read them
twins.
out though. What everyone else's is for the
Oh
chat.
yeah,
though.
okay.
I
Oh,
know
we don't have that
long.
much time.
Oh god, we're
We
running
don't
out
have
of
that kind of time.
Okay, I'm doing it real quick.
Oh, just the names at least,
Yeah,
not the
yeah.
not the
That's it.
descriptions.
Okay, so if you're an INTP, you're Hermione.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Yes,
If
you
you're
did it, you did it.
ISTJ, you're Severus Snape.
so
Maybe
sorry.
be a bad teacher.
ISFJ, Neville Longbottom.
Yeah, but look,
Cool.
Google what you'll
You're
say
gonna
now.
look good. You're gonna be hot later.
INFJ,
you
Remus
guys.
Lupin.
Aren't they INFJ?
Yeah.
ENFJ.
INTJ, Draco Malfoy.
Oh, someone's
sorry.
about that in the chat.
ESTP, Ginny Weasley.
Cool, probably.
Oh, I want to be that.
ESFP, Fred and George.
I want to be them.
Awesome.
ENFP,
Ron Weasley! Oh, here we go. Ron Weasley for my ENFPs, right? Ron can be the fun guy who's keeping up the group morale when he wants to be, but he also cares deeply about connecting with people one-on-one. He takes his relationships seriously, except maybe Lavender Brown, but they had some tonsil hockey going down.
Good.
As an
Your kids.
ENFP, he's optimistic and open-hearted, a little sensitive, and full of positive energy.
Yeah. That's
I am a
accurate.
little bit sensitive. I don't know if you noticed. 2 words and I crumble.
Yep.
Oh my God, it's like the Cerberus dog.
Yeah.
Except instead of music, it's just Elvis Severus. Elvis Severus, you bastard.
Okay.
Anyway, ENTP is Sirius Black. That's pretty cool. I did
Wine to
that's
that.
fine.
Ooh, it's my girl.
ESTJ.
that is so
We've got
close.
Minerva McGonagall.
Pretty great.
She sticks. She's so lawful.
Minerva McGonagall.
Yeah. ESFJ is Molly Weasley, not my
Yeah.
daughter, you bitch.
What a great gift.
I'm so glad that made it into the movie.
What the?
ENTJ, apologies guys.
Oh,
Your Lord Voldemort.
That is really close. Oh, hell yeah!
Oh, I thought
And
that
then
was you. I thought you guys were
Albus Dumbledore. Read it. Oh, Amy, your turn to read.
Okay.
Oh, he's the best.
Read it.
All right.
You got 1 minute to
minutes.
get into it.
Dumbledore, naturally.
We're gonna get homework.
Naturally, Dumbledore is an empathetic, inspirational ENFJ. He's a confident leader who will keep things light and pleasant until you threatened one of his crew. And then the easygoing ENFJ becomes a force to be reckoned with. ENFJs have a tendency to get a bit over-involved in other people's lives, and they're incredibly trusting, even with Snape. But nothing can stop them from fighting for a just cause.
Yay! Okay, we have no time left. Let us know your Myers-Briggs and who you are on Twitter using the hashtag Alpha Book Club. Send us your recommendations. In honor of Valentine's Day, next month we're going to be reading Interview with the Vampire, which is like 14-year-old me's favorite fucking book. So I'm so excited to read it.
Is it going to be sexy?
Oh, it's so sexy.
Oh, I
I've
can't
got
wait.
the Audible.
It's sexy, it's murdery, it's campy,
Ooh.
it's so good.
That's awesome.
And the have you seen the movie?
No, I'm going to. You know me, I'm going to.
The
Can't
movie
wait.
is so good. I'm so excited. Read up until the end of page 80 in this copy. It ends with the phrase, "Why did you become a vampire?" Don't forget we're on Goodreads.
That's a loaded question to end on.
Search Alpha Book Club, find us on Goodreads, tweet at us, discuss it with us. You guys, if you want to join us, you can call in right now.
Yes.
And you could make us cry too. Hashtag Alpha Book Club.
Cried
We
out,
love you guys so much. Thank you and happy birthday to Tasha, Java the Geek Girl, for
thank
this.
you.
Thank you guys so much. Amy, thank you for joining
Yes,
us. Where's
thanks for having me.
Amy.
It was so great to be here. You can find me at Vorpal Sword, VORPAHL Sword, or I mean, it's also spelled like Vorpal's Word because I'm a writer and they're trolling me. But it's Vorpal Sword. It's Vorpal Sword. It says it in my bio. It says that's Vorpal Sword.
So at Vorpal's Word on Twitter. Thank you guys so much. Bye.
That's the Slytherin.
Albus Severus.